Hello, hello. We'll get started here in just a second. I'm just going to do a collective today so people can see what it looks like when I do a personal reading. I've turned off comments and Q&As today because I'm just going to pull cards for everybody. Trust that if you're here, there's a reason for it. We'll see how it goes. I've never done this before, so anyway, I'm gonna do this reading like I would do a personal reading. So if you book a personal reading with me, this is pretty much the format I use. Except I'm just focused on one person's energy instead of everybody's. So anyway, once we get a few more people in here, we'll get started. Start with the Spirit Junkie. So if you're just now joining, I'm doing a collective. I've turned off comments and Q&A today. I wanted to show people what it looks like whenever I do a personal reading. So hopefully you guys can stick around, and if not, I understand. If you just hear part of the message, then I imagine there was a reason that you're here. So I'm just gonna do a collective reading. It'll be probably about 30 minutes long. It's gonna be set up like I do my 30-minute personal. So I have 3 options, 10, 20, 30 minutes. They're all done via YouTube, like a private unlisted link. And yeah, you can book one by going to the link in my bio. But today I'm gonna do a collective for everybody that's watching, and kind of show you what it's like when I do a personal reading, except this is going to be for everybody. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. I like to start my readings with a kind of like an oracle card. This is these cards are from Gabrielle Bernstein's Spirit Junkie deck, and they're kind of just affirmations to set the intention for the reading. And I always love when I do this because so many times the message lines up perfectly with the card that we draw. So Spirit, show us the card to set our intention for the collective today. Okay. All right. So our oracle message, or our spirit message that we're going to focus on or set the intention for with there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. Okay. So I'm gonna flip the screen real quick. There, so you can see it and take a screenshot if you'd like. It's just hard for me to move it. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. All right, so that's going to be our intention for today. I'm going to flip this back because I can't really handle it being backwards. So anyway, if you're just now joining, I'm doing a collective reading. It's going to be set up like I do my personal readings. So if you're here, I trust that the universe brought you here to hear a message. So let's see what we have. Wow, already out the gate. And I'm gonna try to put them so you can kind of see a little bit, see the cards. A little bit, see the cards. Sorry, I'm here. See if you can see the cards a little bit better. All right. So when I do a personal reading, this is kind of how I set it up. Except of course I'm focused on you or your question or situation. Right now we're going to just focus on the collective. What message does everyone, does the viewer, if you're watching, maybe you need to hear, maybe this is your story. All right. All right, so I'll be doing about a 30-minute reading. And when I do a 30-minute reading, That's $30. It's between 7 to 10 cards. I usually end up pulling more cards, or more cards come out. And then I go through and I'll do this, then I'll clarify, and then I'll pull an oracle message at the end. So today's oracle, unless something changes, I'm going to be using the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. This is a new deck that I've just recently gotten, so we'll see what messages we have here. But for now, remember, our intention is there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. So let me see what's going on with the collective. And by collective, I just mean whoever needs to see it, okay? That's the way these things work. All right, so right off the bat, I feel like if you're watching this, there was some kind of ending to a partnership, a friendship, a relationship. The reason I say that is because you have the Two of Cups reversed right here, and that is the card of an ending, a partnership ending. It could be like a friendship, a job partnership, a family member, a relationship, a breakup, of course. So that's happened in this storyline. Now, put yourself where you want in the storyline, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk about everything that's going on. We'll get some clarification and some guidance, and that'll be it. So let me just look at we'll just start talking about it. Okay. So the first card we have out is the Magician. The Magician is a card of a master manifestor. It's someone that has all the tools that they need to create the life that they want. Now, sometimes this can show up in a reading as somebody who is a little bit manipulative. Usually it's reversed if that happens, but this could be someone you've been dealing with in the past, someone that maybe came into your life and had magic. Or you thought they had magic, and they kind of created this beautiful life. Or it might have even been you. You may have manifested something. You may have manifested a life that you were living, and it seemed very beautiful at the time, or you thought it was what you really wanted. However, it didn't end up turning out that way, because right after that we have the Nine of Swords, which is it's all about stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, insomnia, okay? So I feel like whatever happened here, whatever was manifested, whatever was created here, ended up being something that it caused more stress than it was worth. It caused more anxiety than it was worth. It caused some sleepless nights and insomnia, and maybe even PTSD. That's part of PTSD. Now, remember our intention. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. So even if this happened, the story that's happening, it's all for your highest good, okay? Eventually, whatever happened here in the past, and we'll get some clarification here in a minute, it ended up causing some, it put a hindrance on something that you're moving forward towards. So the Page of Swords Page of Wands is someone who's passionate, they're excited, they're ready to step out on this new adventure. Sometimes it can indicate travel. However, it came out reversed. So whatever was created and caused all this stress ended up putting a damper on your plans, either for travel, for a new adventure, for a new start, something like that. As a result, you may have ended up feeling like you're putting all this work into something that's never going to produce any benefit, okay? So this is the Seven of Pentacles. It's someone who's, they're working, they're toiling in the fields, but they're just not sure that this is going to amount to anything. And I feel like whatever this was, whether it was a work partnership, a family partnership, it's some kind of relationship, somebody was putting in work. I think there's two situations, maybe. Someone was putting in work and not seeing the results right away and starting to get discouraged, or there was not an equal amount of people putting in work into the relationship. Someone wasn't making as much of an effort as someone else. Now, ultimately, this leads you to feel, if you're the feminine, a lack of confidence. The Empress, when she's upright, is someone who is intuitive and kind, empathic. She's a manifester. She can create her own reality, and it's beautiful. She's fertile. She's independent and successful. However, when it's reversed, it indicates that someone doesn't realize their own beauty and their own power, basically, you know, and their confidence has been shaken. So whatever situation you're going through or you've gone through, I feel like this was all kind of in the past, or you could be going through it currently. You know, put yourself in the timeline where it applies. It's shaken your confidence. It's made you feel like you're not an Empress, or, you know, and there's no gender in tarot. So it's just the energy of the character, basically. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of how you felt dealing with this other person or in this situation. It could have been a work situation. It could have been anything that, you know, started out like you thought it was going to be a kind of like this amazing opportunity. Someone may have come in and created this for you. It ended up causing more stress and anxiety than it was worth. It put hindrance on your plans and your adventures and your passion moving forward. There was someone not putting in enough effort, or someone putting in too much and not seeing the benefits of that, and it left you feeling shaken, like you're not confident. Now, I feel like that's all past energy or something you're kind of going through right now. Now, here is the next part of the story, okay? And I'll get some clarification here in a minute just to see if that hones in on if it's your story in particular. What we have next, we have the Queen of Swords. So this could be two things. This could be a feminine energy around you that is kind of cruel and cutting with their words and their actions, their thoughts. It could be someone that, you know, is just out to get people, or it could be that you know, because when the Queen of Swords is upright, it's someone who's like, come at me, but tread softly, because I got a sword and I'm not afraid to use it. You know, she's like, I'm not afraid to cut you out. You know, someone that's got firm boundaries, but she's welcoming, but she's got, you know, her truth and her boundaries, and she has every right to do that. Now, when it's reversed, it could be that someone's being a little too strict with their boundaries, or too, you know, like not even giving people a chance, basically. Like I'm just going to cut you out no matter what. Like, you just keep cutting people out of your life or whatever. So that could be you, if that's your energy, like, and which is, I mean, that's understandable if you've been screwed over, you know, in the past. However, I mean, let's balance the scales a little bit, right? Or it could be a feminine energy around you that is just being cruel and lying and deceptive and mean. Okay. Now, after that, you have this Page of Pentacles. So this is someone who is it could be two things. It could be a very young energy coming towards you with a new opportunity, with a peace offering, with a new, you know, job, or a new way of looking at things. Or it could be your energy. You could be deciding to look at things differently, looking at new opportunities, being optimistic. It's a new opportunity and a new way of looking at things, but it's not always very well thought out. Like, the logistics aren't very well thought out, because the pages are the youngest energy in the court cards in the tarot. So take that how it resonates. So it could be someone coming towards you. I kind of feel like for some of y'all, it's someone coming towards you with either a peace offering, or a new offer, a new way of looking at things. Could be work related, could be relationship related. Take it how it resonates. The Pentacles normally represent money and material things, though. Now, as a result of this person or this idea or opportunity coming in, there's going to be an inevitable ending of a partnership, ending of a relationship. It could be a breakup, it could be a divorce, it could be a friendship that falls apart, it could be a business partnership that ends, it could be anything that is, you know, basically a partnership or working with someone else ending. That's what this card means, okay? Or falling apart or having some struggle. Now, I don't want you to freak out about that, because the last two cards we have are the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands. So the Hangman is someone who is sacrificial, they're making sacrifices, they're having to be patient. However, it indicates that there's a reason to be patient. Your patience is going to pay off. I love this deck too because it's got the 8 here, and that's like the infinity symbol, you know, and I feel like it's kind of like what goes around comes around, and your patience will be rewarded. Remember our intention. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. And then ultimately, you're going to have a choice. You're going to have to make a choice. This Two of Wands is all about making a choice. You have literally the world in your hands. What is holding you back, okay? You're going to have to make a choice. It's just the way it is. Now, let's get some clarification and see if we can hone in on any more details about this story to see, you know, maybe it'll resonate with you a little bit better. And if you're just now joining, I'm doing a collective reading in the style that I would do a personal reading. So, so you can kind of see what I offer. The links in the bio if you're interested. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify this Magician. Okay. All right, well, the Magician, we have the Star and the King of Cups reversed. So the Star is Aquarius energy. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. Or I'm getting like a water sign too. King of Cups can be a water sign. So what I see here is this Magician is probably someone outside of you, someone external to you, because it's got this King of Cups character. So that's a masculine energy. It's someone who may appear to be trustworthy and loving and have a cup of, they may come to you with like a cup of love or an offer of love that seem to be very magical and very solid. It may have given you hope for brighter days. You may have been through a period of darkness, but it turned out to be, I mean, it turned out to be upside down. It turned out to be this person ended up being untrustworthy, basically. It was, you know, maybe they meant to do it, maybe they didn't, but it didn't work out. And they, you know, the Magician with the King of Cups reversed tells me that this was a manipulative energy. It was someone that was, you know, sometimes we do things to try to control a situation, and that's manipulation, you know. So they may have used love to kind of draw you in. A lot of stars too, so that might mean something to someone. What is this Nine of Swords about? Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Emperor. All right, well, I'm getting a message. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Oh, that needs to stay there. Okay. All right, so why the sleepless nights? Why the anxiety? We have the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. Now, these are two very different energies. So I think for some, I think this might be two different stories since there's so many of y'all. This Knight of Wands character is a very young energy. It's like the teenager, young adult level energy. It's someone who comes charging in and they've got fire and passion and they're, you know, oh man, they're ready to go, but they're all about fun and maybe like just a booty call or something. You know, they don't have a lot of substance. They're fun and fiery and passionate and you know, all of this, but like maybe this magician, this King of Cups person, whoever this was, ended up just being someone who all they cared about was sex, or all they cared about was fun things, and they weren't realistic, and it caused some kind of stress or anxiety for some reason. I don't know. You know your story better than I do, but that's what the card says, so I have to just read it. The other card is the Emperor. Now, this is a very opposite energy of the Knight of Wands. This is someone who is wise. They've kind of got some grit, like they've lived life. It's the counterpart to the Empress, so it's someone who is, they're balanced and they're fair and they're a leader and they've got wisdom and confidence and security and all of those things. So maybe the conflict, maybe the anxiety and the stress is from somebody having, it could be, there's two options maybe, or two or three, that this person, the Emperor can be kind of controlling though, okay? They can be more like a boss or a father than like a lover or something if you're in that kind of situation. So, this King of Cups, this magician, whatever, whoever this is, whatever this is about, maybe the anxiety and stress came from like this almost like multiple personality, like Doctor, I'm not getting a ton of like flip-flopped energy like Jekyll and Hyde, but there's just some kind of disconnect between passion and comfort and material and emotional and all of those things. I feel like it was kind of unbalanced for some of you. For some of you, it also could have been that, somebody came in that was appearing to be who they weren't, or, you could have a father figure that didn't like this person and you're having trouble making a decision about it or something. I don't know really what that's about. Anything else you can tell us about that Nine of Swords with the Emperor and the King, Knight of Wands? So we have the Two of Cups upright and the Sun reversed. So yeah, just a lot of conflicting information. It's almost like you were offered a partnership or a relationship that you thought would be good, but something about it didn't feel right. There's something underneath it that just didn't feel right. It just didn't match up, an uneasy type energy for whatever reason. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, what about this Page of Wands? King of Swords. Oh, starting to get a lot of people involved. And the Fool reversed. Anything else? All right, so this struggle, this uneasiness, ended up keeping you stuck in some kind of situation, not allowing you to move forward, to pursue your passions or dreams, whatever, or somebody to not. It was related to this King of Swords and the Fool reversed. Now it's interesting, again, two opposing energies. The King of Swords is someone who's very smart, they're intelligent, they're wise with their words, it can represent like a doctor or lawyer, someone kind of in that field. It's masculine energy. And the Fool reversed is someone who's reckless and they don't make good choices and they don't look before they leap. Very opposite energies of these two. So again, maybe this is more of like the Jekyll and Hyde, and that's why things got stopped, things got halted, because it's so confusing. It's so confusing to have someone who appears to be like this on the outside, but they act like this, or their choices act like this, or their choices end up looking like this, and I feel there's a lot of confusion in this partnership, this relationship, whatever it was. There's just a lot of, it's making me confused right now, so I've been there. I can understand what you're going through, but gosh, it's really hard to read, and no wonder you're confused because there's a lot of up and down energy, very opposite energy. What's the Seven of Pentacles? If you're just now joining, I'm doing a collective reading to kind of show how I would do a personal reading. So take what resonates. This is just general collective. You may resonate with every bit of it. You may only resonate with part of it. Generally, that's how the collective works. So right now we're telling a story of someone who's been involved with someone that has sent very mixed signals. 7. Ace of Swords. Okay, so Ace of Swords is all about clarity, breakthrough. Remember, 7 of Pentacles is someone who's putting in work, but they're afraid they're not going to see the benefits of their work, or someone wasn't putting in enough work or something like that. Yeah. So I think through this experience, going through this, you know, sometimes when we're in a relationship like this, it's, or probably any situation, doesn't have to be, you know, romantic. It could be family, it could be work. There comes a point when you've just done all you can, right? It's like you just got to throw in the towel. And I think that this is hard for most people, because when you put in a lot of work, you don't want to just walk away from something, right? It's like you want to get a return on your investment or something like that. Like, you know, but I think through this situation, you're gonna get some kind of truth. You're gonna get some kind of clarity. That's what the Ace of Swords represents. Even if it means that your happy ever after is not so happy anymore. The 10 of Cups is all about your happy ever after, you know, the family, the kids, the rainbow in the sky. It's like ultimate fulfillment. But when it's reversed, it just indicates that it either ended or it wasn't really happy ever after. And so I think through putting in the effort and realizing that maybe you put in more than the other person, or vice versa, or you're never gonna see any kind of result from it, you know, this is gonna give you some kind of truth, some clarity, some understanding, and you're gonna see that you may have already gone through this, but this isn't really your happy ever after. It's not your happy ever after anymore. You know, who wants to be fighting? Who wants to be struggling? Who wants to be confused and anxious all the time in a partnership, in a relationship? It's not happy. And it shakes your confidence. So let's see, the Empress reversed. Anything else about the Empress reversed? Queen of Pentacles reversed and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this could mean the Queen of Pentacles reversed would be someone who is, it's a feminine energy. It's a very motherly energy, or a matronly energy. So a mature woman, basically, or mature feminine energy that when she's upright, she's very generous and kind and supportive and takes care of her family and her friends and her relationship. But when she's reversed, she's very stingy and controlling and greedy. So this could be you may have turned into somebody that you don't like, or somebody that you don't even recognize, because that's entirely possible when you're dealing with so much confusion and up and down and manipulation and those things. Or it could be a feminine energy around you, like a boss or a mother or a mother-in-law or an aunt or a grandmother or someone in your life that represents this. But whoever this is, whether it's you or someone externally, you know, it's shaken your confidence. It's made you forget who you really are, you know. And as far as the 8 of Wands goes, I think that this is probably some kind of I think it could be two things. It could be a message that came in or is coming in or coming towards you from this person. Sometimes the 8 of Wands represents that. Or it could be that you're just ready to move forward. You're ready to move past this. You're ready to get out of this energy. You're ready to get out of this, move forward. Because that 8 of Wands is all about forward movement. All right, let's see. Who's this Queen of Swords? Seven of Swords reversed. So remember, we said that this is another feminine energy. Take it how it resonates. You know, I'm not sure who this is and what role they're playing. It could be you just being kind of like not putting up with any more bullshit, basically, or it could be someone else around you, but it's clarified by the Seven of Swords reverse. So the Seven of Swords is someone who's sneaking off. You know, they're dishonest, they're manipulative, well, I mean, they could be manipulative, but they're just sneaky and deceptive and dishonest, and they steal things. And when it's reversed, it could indicate that there's something that's hidden from you that you're refusing to see, or you could be lying to yourself about someone or something, or you could just be willing to put this all, or wanting to put this all in the past, and to not even deal with this nonsense anymore. Okay, like, why do you want to be around that kind of energy? Nobody does. What is the Page of Pentacles? Ooh, nice. The Empress. So I love this because you are going, this new person or this new idea, this new way of looking at things, this new opportunity is going to actually put you back into your Empress power, your Empress in the upright position, which is amazing. I'm getting chills. Okay, so take it how it resonates. This could just be a new way of looking at things. It could be someone you may just decide that you want to be at peace, okay? And you're ready to look at things differently and see things in a different light. And that's going to put you back, or someone's going to come in and kind of help you see that. And that's going to put you back into your upright Empress energy. I love it, which is probably going to lead to this breakup, but no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens as it should. What about this Two of Cups? Can you tell us anything about the Two of Cups, Spirit? All right, you have the Hermit, which kind of flew out to the side, and Temperance. So the Hermit is someone who goes within. They really do some soul searching. They decide what it is that really aligns with their soul and their truth. And Temperance is all about bringing balance and harmony into something. I love that you have these two with the Two of Cups reversed, because the Temperance has two cups, right? Upright. Now, the reason maybe that this, my cards are saying to me, relationship has to end, this partnership has to end, is because that's the only way to bring harmony to the situation, to the world, to whatever. And that's either going to put you into a hermit mode of, like, you know, kind of going within and doing some soul searching, or you do this and you come to this conclusion that the only way that things are going to get better, harmony is going to come, is if this partnership ends. You know, sometimes they've just run their course, and that's okay, because that's the way that it needs to be in order for everybody's highest good, right? Okay, what can you tell us about the Hangman? So I feel like we're getting pretty much to the advice kind of part of it. Advice, like the Hangman is the waiting energy. So for the Hangman, we have the Page of Wands reversed, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Swords reversed. So I feel like what this Hangman is, you know, after this partnership ends, and here's the thing about tarot: if you don't like this reading, if you don't like the outcome, if you don't like the advice, do you have the power to change it? Absolutely. If I'm describing your story, then there's something in here that you needed to hear to help you, you know, just know that you're on the right path, or that it may have just been some kind of confirmation that you need to hear about something or someone. But here's the thing: if this breakup, if this ending happens, there's likely to be a period of time afterwards where there's some struggle. You may still have to put some of your passions and your desires on hold for a bit. You're traveling, I mean, whatever, you know, take it how it resonates. You may still have to do that for a little bit. You may have to deal with someone coming in that is impulsive and rash and doesn't think about others, and they may gossip, they may say something about you that's not true. You may have to endure some of that stuff, and it may not be easy, okay? It may not be easy. There may be some burdens that you have to carry. But the thing about it is, you've probably been carrying burdens a long time, and this Ten of Wands is about, you know, coming to the end of that and realizing that sometimes we have to just put it all down. You know, we can't carry everybody's burdens all the time. And so, you know, I feel like there's going to be probably a period of waiting, a period of patience is going to be required after this ends. And, you know, generally that's a good thing, right? When we break up with someone, when there's a relationship that ends, when there's something that ends, it's always good to take some time and think about, what was my role in this situation? Like, what can I learn about myself? What can I learn? What can I look at and grow from, so that we don't make the same mistakes moving forward and take them into, you know, future endeavors. So let's see, what else can we get about the Two of Wands? Right now we have the Queen of Wands. Strength, what else? Queen of Wands. So we're talking about a decision that needs to be made after all of this is said and done. Nice. Anything else? Anything else for the outcome? Anything else? No. Okay. All right. So earlier when I was shuffling, this Queen of Wands flew out and it landed on the Two of Wands, and I love that because, and I just left it there. So the Two of Wands, the two of what we're clarifying here is the Two of Wands. This is some kind of decision that needs to be made. It's someone who literally has the world in their hands, at their fingertips, and they have to make a decision about something. When the Queen of Wands flies out, this is my Beyonce card. This is my Queen Bee card. It's someone who's fiery and passionate and confident and a leader and sitting on her throne. She knows her truth. She's secure, and she's surrounded by beautiful things and people love her, but she doesn't let life get her down. You know, I just think Beyonce when I see that card. So I feel like, you know, just because, you know, take it how it resonates. You don't have to be, it's a feminine energy, but of course, males or men can embrace that too. It's just that there's no gender in tarot. It's just the energy of someone being, you know, a bad bitch, basically, confident and secure and fiery and passionate and all of those things. Okay, so I feel like that landed over here because it's a reminder that, you know, the Empress is all about intuition and all that thing. This is someone who's like taking that and moving forward towards a passion, towards their future. Take it how it resonates, okay? So really I think the advice there is to step into that energy of being, you know, like, I don't know how to say it any more than like being like Beyonce, you know, like just not giving, you know, just not caring what anybody else thinks or does, because it's your life and your passion and your decision, okay? And I love these cards too, because you have the Strength reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Pentacles. So the Strength reverse coming out, I think that just indicates that they're, you know, even though you are this queen, or, you know, take it how it resonates, masculine, feminine, whatever, you may not even realize how strong you are. You may not, or it could just be you have some kind of humility behind you. But generally this card comes out when it's showing that somebody's kind of, they're afraid to show their power. They're afraid to step into their power because of whatever reason. They think it might offend somebody, or they might hurt someone's feelings, or leave somebody out, or cut somebody out, or something. But you know, so that's something to maybe to work on. Like, we don't want to we don't want to be that Queen of Swords, like cutting people out for no good reason, but, you know, don't be afraid of your strength. Don't be afraid of your power. It was given to you for a reason. And then, lovely, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles. So this is all about luck is on your side. Your fortune's going to change. Things are going to start moving in your favor. And then the Two of Pentacles is all about finding balance again and harmony. So I feel like that's a big thing. You know, up here at the top, we were talking about all this topsy-turvy, back and forth, confusing energy. And, you know, when you get to this breakup point or whatever, you've got the Temperance, which is balance. You've got the Two of Pentacles, which is balance and harmony. The Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. So ultimately, if you have to make a decision, I would say go with the decision that, or the choice that is your passion, you're fiery about, you're excited about, but it also is balanced. Okay, it's not like crazy. You don't have this, you know, the Fool reverse, which is someone who makes reckless decisions. You don't have the Knight of Swords reverse, which is someone who's impulsive and rash and doesn't think about other people. So go with a choice that is more balanced and more harmonious. Okay. Woo, that was a lot. I hope that resonated with some of y'all and it helped in some way. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards and we'll read the messages behind these and then I'll wrap it up. So I thank you for being here with me today and watching. If it did resonate with you, if it was sounded like your story, send me a message. I'd love, I check my messages on here occasionally when I think about it, and I'd love to hear if it resonated. If you'd like to book a personal and get this kind of detail about some kind of issue in your life, see the link in my bio. This type of reading would be like a $30 reading. And then I have shorter ones that are cheaper, $10 and $20. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do, this as a collective for whoever needed to hear it, and then also just to show y'all what it was like to get like a personal reading. So also go find me on YouTube. There's that little play button on my profile. It's underneath my picture. It looks like a play button. That will take you directly to my YouTube channel, and I do readings like this over there. And I do like sign specific ones. Like later on today, I will post a love, like true love reading for all the signs. And I think that's it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm really grateful for everybody. And later on tonight, I probably will, I may come back on live and do my usual random readings where I pick people at random and do free readings that way too. So, all right, Spirit, what message do you have from the Oracle for the viewers today, or whenever they're seeing this? I'll probably try to post this video over on YouTube as well, so you could watch it if you wanted to. Watch the whole thing if you missed part of it at the beginning. All right, what else? What do we got? Thank you. Simplicity. I'm gonna use that one too, going forward. Okay, so the card that popped out is Simplicity. Got the nice little feather there. And then going forward was at the bottom of the deck. Very, very pretty cards. So I'm gonna read to you from the book, because this is an oracle deck, and with oracle messages, you could memorize the meanings, but a lot of times, you know, there's a couple pages written about the card that the author or the creator intended for the meaning. So this is Simplicity. So I love the white feather. That might be something that means something to you if you ask for a sign for a feather. Also, if you see feathers out and about in nature, a lot of times that's a message from our loved ones, or so they say, you know, that your passed on loved ones are sending you a sign that they're with you and watching over you. So Simplicity, white feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolize their communing with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. Wow, I just got chills like reading this. So anyway, the sacred landscape wants you to know. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference, okay? So I really like that because, you know, it's, there was a lot of clutter in this reading, a lot of like kind of crazy energy, and, you know, making a choice to cut that out or to follow your passion and whatever's going to be balanced and harmonious is a beautiful message. And I think that that a lot of times has to do with, you know, looking at what's really important, okay? And also, I was just reading that and it made me want to get up and go declutter. So I should probably do that. All right. And then going forward, grassy hills. I feel like also this is kind of a sign to maybe go outside today if you haven't been outside in a while. Grasses are one of the most abundant families of plants on earth. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. We eat grasses, oat, barley, and wheat are all kinds of grass. We have thatched our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, had picnics on it, and made love on it. Its matrix of roots prevents erosion, and its lush, rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the world's most significant food sources. In past times, they've symbolized growth, productiveness, prosperity, new ideas, and fulfillment. When you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance, and fulfillment are ahead for you. I love that. And that also reminds me of the Empress card. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you, but this card indicates that it is important to not let anything hold you back from increasing the bounty in your life. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best way possible for your highest good. Wow, what a powerful message. So remember, there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order, and you're being guided to learn and grow through whatever experience has brought you here seeking answers. And I hope that this message helped somebody today. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you need some kind of clarity specifically for your life, please book a personal reading with me. I'd love to do one for you. I'm all caught up. I think I have one waiting that I'll get done today. But I really love doing them. I love connecting with you as my viewers and my friends in this life. And I've had some really amazing experiences through doing the personal reading. So I'd love to do one for you if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, wherever you are. It's Tuesday here, so it should be Tuesday everywhere else still, I think. All right, you guys take care. Bye.